Hello, welcome back to my channel. I want to show you how you can dupe a soap. Let's dupe Viva glycerinated soap. For this particular recipe, we are going to turn 2 bars of a glycerinated soap into 10 bars of soap. Each of these bars weighs 250 grams each. Depending in your country and where you are staying, there are different types of glycerinated soaps. Make sure that the soap is, how you will know is that the soap has to be look a little bit transparent. So in my own country here in Nigeria, this is one of our glycerinated laundry soaps that we find in the markets. So what we just need to do is to grate it into tiny bits, tiny pieces before we can continue with this production. This particular production is actually fun to watch and very intriguing, that you see how we can be able to achieve almost 10 bars of soap from just these 2 bars of soap. It's a soaping trick and I have a lot to teach you on my channel. Please like my videos, put on your notification bell and subscribe to my channel. What you need to measure next is 400 grams of granulated sugar, or some people call it powdered sugar, but just make sure that the sugar is powdered before you add it in. This sugar we are adding will help in dissolving this soap perfectly and also help to glycerinate it the more. We'll also be adding in 400 ml of hot water. Very hot water, because you need heat to be able to dissolve this sugar, even though we are adding 400 grams of sugar to it. Take note of the quantities that we are using for this production. 2 pieces of 250 grams of soap, 400 grams of sugar, and 400 ml of water. This is what we have used so far. After mixing it up, you have to place it on heat. You can put it in a stainless bowl or your pot or your microwave. Just put it on heat and make sure that this soap is well dissolved. All the shredded part of the soap must be dissolved entirely. The whole solution must have to turn fluidy before we can continue with this production. Like I said, you can double boil, you can just place it on your heat, you can pour it inside anything and place it on fire so that it can dissolve perfectly. Once it has dissolved, we can now continue the production. So stay behind and watch. Give this video a thumbs up. After dissolving my soap, this is how it looks like. It looks fluidy, but a little bit thick. Be sure to work quickly at this point, because anything you do will make this soap to thicken back immediately, even without adding the next component that we want to add. So you just have to measure out alcohol. The type of alcohol I'm using is ethanol. You can use methanol if you have, but just measure 200 ml to 250 ml of your ethanol and add into the fluid soap batter. Immediately you add it in, you notice that it will neutralize everything. It will liquefy the whole soap batter, and that is the actual texture that we need. Then next, I'm going in with 120 ml of a liquid detergent to actually boost the foaming property, because we added enough water inside the soap. You can use any liquid detergent of your choice. If it is any dishwashing liquid you have in your kitchen, Morning Fresh, Mama Lemon, any type you have at all, just measure 120 ml to 150 ml for optimum foaming ability. So you just measure it and you add it into the production, and then we can proceed from there. Normally, when making soap or while soaping with caustic soda, to remove the foam bubbles on the soap, you just need to put alcohol in a spray bottle and spray on the surface of the soap to be able to remove all foam particles suspended on the top of your soap. So that is just what I did now. I added alcohol into my spray can, and then I sprayed it on it. The next thing I'm adding is fragrance, which is quite optional. If you don't have fragrance in your house, please just continue with the production. The next thing I'm adding is a little bit color to improve the color intensity. It is also optional. You can work with the main color of the brand that you are working with. But to boost it up a little bit, I added a tint of yellow and another color, I think a tint of green color to the liquid, to the soap batter. Like I said, this is quite optional, very much optional. You can do that, or you can choose to do that or not. It's time to pour the soap into the mold. You can use a silicone mold like I have. This is a 9-cavity silicone mold. If you don't have a silicone mold with you in your house and you decide to make this production, please just use a plastic soup plate or a plastic bowl that you have in your kitchen. Use it and work. You must not have every soaping material or every soaping equipment before you will be able to make something in your home. So make use of what you have, and then cut your soap into any shape you want to cut it to. After pouring your soap, you have to keep it in a cool place so that the soap can harden up. It may actually take you up to 24 hours before the soap can harden up. If you want to speed up the procedure, you can just place it in a refrigerator, and within the next few hours the soap will harden up, and then you pull it out and then keep it in an airy area for it to dry up the more. You can see how hard the soap is. It gave me 10 bars of soap. Isn't this exciting? Are you not surprised to see this particular procedure? By now I know you must have liked this video, because this is a very cool recipe I just taught you guys. Thank you for being with me on this channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking my videos. Thank you for telling your friends about Bamji Foods, and thank you for learning this very cool method of soap. I'll be dropping more of these videos often in my channel. Thank you.